On this episode of Legends of Storm's Eye.
Today we're gonna have to roll some of these like shiny, many-faceted objects.
Charm them with your mouth.
I'm casting Charm Person!
Someone's rolling with advantage today. Shut up out here! Horny bastards!
I like to slide down the side of the monkey.
We have to turn off the torment engine.
You need to not be in our way.
Guards! It's the traitor, Legacy Falconer!
Okay.
Murderer of General Falconer! Welcome to Zarnia for Games and Geekery. This is Legends of Storm's Eye, our actual play D&D show.
Hey.
To recap what happened in the previous episode, would be like quite extensive. Oh, yeah. So I'm not going to recap, I'm going to recup with the mugs. Everyone show off your mugs. It's pretty awesome. It's great. Very nice. Yeah. I'll show off my mug.
It's like it's hot.
What do you mean it's like it's hot?
Full.
You're
Black.
You're hot.
Oh, he's trying to say it's like your heart.
Oh, like my heart.
I also heard it's like your hot, which
Yeah.
you are.
Stop it. Someone's rolling with advantage today. But seriously, folks, let us recap what happened in the previous episode. Emerging from the third temple and the endless maze, the characters found themselves imbued with fresh power and new experiences. Jack mysteriously missing. No one seemed too concerned about it and made a lot of jokes, and everyone seemed pretty casual, really. It was
No one cared.
Iggy cared.
I
Iggy
cared.
cared.
I wanted to have panther skills.
Yeah, and people wanted panther skills. That was about it. Anyway, they then went up to the next level, discovered the barbarian and the mage had been defeated by Oragoth, and Oragoth had gone to the top of his tower to do some kind of ritual to repair his body that had been wounded. They headed straight up there, interrupted the ceremony, and in short order, killed Oragoth.
In a record damage.
He got...
Thanks to this guy.
He pretty much one-shotted the vampire lord, so...
That episode's named Overkill.
Just paladin things.
Hashtag pal life.
Pal life.
Pen pal life.
Pal life. You don't want to like do paladin life, that's too long. You want to cut it down. It's just
For the
That's,
gram, bro.
Much like this
Yeah.
intro. Sorry.
that's my SEO tip. All right, so let us introduce all the characters again. Let's just go around the table and say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm Iggy Gelderkoning. I am a dwarf wizard of the scribes.
Hi, my name is Makanda, and I'm, I forget the exact, a cleric of knowledge. Yeah, there you go.
We still don't know who you pray to.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I am Thrastok, and I'm very clear on who I pray to, which is Aster. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm very keen on simple, clear solutions.
Okay, great.
I am, well, as a person, I am Alice. As a character, I am Glenda Grooveback, a human monk who prays to...
Do you pray? Do you pray?
I don't pray.
Shame on you.
It's fine, you just meditate, it's cool.
I meditate to whatever.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Natalie, and I play Jack, who is a druid, the Circle of Dreams variety, and I'm Furborg.
Hello, I'm Legacy Falconer. My dad's probably dead. My not brother's not great. And I'm a human bard. And I'm really like the main character of the whole story. I'm driving everything.
And moving on.
Well. I'm glad that everyone answered in character. It was great.
Oh, were we supposed to be in character? Oh, sorry.
All right, Natalie, you are back, having joined us from, I don't know. It's hard to get
The abyss.
Everyone who's ever done D&D knows that it's hard to get everyone in a room together to organize things. And sometimes we've missed Glenda, sometimes we've missed Jack, sometimes we've missed lots of people, and sometimes I have played them. But I decided last episode not to play
And
Jack.
weirdly, considering that Terence has made it to every episode, considering that he lives in Finland.
Oh yeah.
If you didn't know, everyone at home, Terence went to Finland.
He
And
did.
it's just, he'll tell you all about it when you meet him.
Yeah.
So the great thing about Finland at this time of
How do they say hello in Finland?
I wasn't really paying attention that much. I should have known.
Wow. The basics.
I think the technical way of saying hello in Finland is "Oh no, not you again."
That's how we do that here.
Very nice.
as well.
It's very
nice.
similar
So we
to
greet you.
very similar to
That's how we greet you at the end
weird.
as well.
That's more like everyone that greets Terence. That's what they say.
Oh, I've seen the connection.
Okay. I like Terence like I like my coffee. Roasted.
Oh,
Anyhow, yeah, I've been holding that one back, but I released it now. Okay, cool. So, Jack, you were strangely absent in the previous episode. We're going to find out what happened to you in the first bit. Let's zoom in. So everyone else, I don't know, plug your ears and silently go nya 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 nya
Oh.
for about
Must we not know?
10 to 15 minutes. No, it's fine. I'm making a joke. That would be incredibly inconvenient. And I don't want any of you to be inconvenienced in any way.
Good.
I'm a nice person. Terence. Okay. Jack. As you descend down the stairway, the obsidian reflections of yourself on either side, you descend into darkness. You can't hear anyone ahead of you or behind you. You get down to a central room. There are panels with different reflections of you, each of them changed in some way. There's one that looks like you are a hardened member of like the Gutterkin, you know, like you've reached the Fagin level of Gutterkinness, truly embraced your like thief assassin side. There's another that you look basically like Irene, you know, a sweet little old lady Furbolg, you know, with the flowers in her hair and gray eyes and you know, manners and such. As you look around, is there a reflection of you that draws your attention?
Yes, there is. There's one where I'm not alone in the reflection. So behind me is, reflected back at me is a big pack of like dire wolves. And I am somewhere in between the Irene and the Gutterkin. Badassness, exactly. So not quite as sort of old and sweet and gentle as Irene, but not as hardened as the top of the head of the Gutterkin. And it looks like I'm in nature, something that reminds me of my home. But there's something about the reflection that tells me that I'm not actually at home. It's more a manifestation of my internal state.
Oh wow, it's a very complicated reflection that you're seeing.
Yes.
Okay.
Very powerful.
So as you're being drawn deeper into the image that you see, the panel slides away, disappears, and there is a corridor ahead of you. And you innately know that what is ahead of you is going to be a series of choices that will lead you possibly to this
This
reflection.
state of being.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have all your knowledge that you already have going into this, so you will repeat some choices, but they will be choices that you make now with the ability of hindsight.
Okay.
All right. And the first one begins on a stormy night. The Moonshade Isles, the trees shaken by a storm, wind whipping around, howling. Magic is in the air, though. This is no ordinary storm. The druids and magic users of your family are chanting in the trees. They are hanging charms and bells to try and protect the tree. Your father is out there. You are with the rest of the young'uns, you know, safe in the tree home. But you have a sense of dread inside you, a sense that something terrible is going to happen. What do you want to do?
I am going to leave the young'uns and I'm going to go and try and help my father.
All right. Just as you did before, you walk out along the broad tree branches towards the very end the very edges where the wind can whip and shake the branches violently as the wind picks up. The tree, you can hear moments of spikes of pain coming from it as branches are ripped off. You find your father out at the very edges, just chanting magics into the wind, trying to calm it and keep it safe, trying to keep the tree home safe.
I go with sort of strong vine that I've sort of found on the tree, and I tie it around my father's waist, and I take his stick that he is chanting with, and I jump from the tree into the eye of the storm.
With the vine tied around you?
Around him. So he is going to be, I'm trying to save him.
Okay.
By attaching him to the tree and jumping into the storm. So
Jack, what are you doing out? What are you doing out here? You get back to the tree home. It's not safe. And the wind shakes.
I am knowingly, with hindsight, I want to protect him and avoid him getting killed in the storm, and I will get swept away.
What are you going to do? Just tie, just like,
Tie him, tell him, Dad, you go back. I will be fine. I will be safe. You have to go.
Don't be ridiculous, Jack. This is not safe.
Just go.
And he picks you up and immediately starts like walking back with you. There is a crack
oh my gosh.
from the branch ahead. Your father staggers with you in his arms.
Knowing that I can wild shape, I shape into a bird, a small bird, like a not a budgie, because I will have like a heart attack probably.
Suddenly he's holding a large bird, a large unspecific bird.
Yeah, a large unspecific bird that is strong.
Jack, how are you? Whoa!
And
Whoa! And he starts falling.
But he's tied to the tree.
I don't know, you try to tie him, but you can't just like, I don't know, Jack. If I was a grown man and like, my 5-year-old daughter came up to me and started tying a rope around me while I was trying to do magic, I don't think you'd be very successful.
Well, I guess I plummet with him and fall into the storm, as I suppose is my destiny. I tried to change it, tried to save him, but I know that with the development of my skills and wild shaping, I will always have a connection to my family, and that's like the pack of the wolves that I saw. So I kind of resign myself to fate and release some of the guilt that I've harbored for a long time. Sort of put my feathers over my eyes and just allow myself to drop.
As you are sinking into the storm, before you had managed to cling to a tree branch to keep yourself afloat. In this time, though, you are buffeted around as a bird underwater. Your father was unable to hold you as just a bird, and you slip from his grasp. Unconscious, you sink into blackness as the storm swirls around you. You hear a chorus of voices crying out, asking you to join them, to leave behind your body, which is dying under the water.
I go to them.
Your soul is absorbed into the tree home, as all the furbolgs before and all your family's generations have been. You become part of the greater consciousness. You absorb the knowledge of the ancient druids, the ancient ones. You never enter Storm's Eye, because you were died before. But there is a small part of you that still remembers your real life. and knows that all of this is just a projection of like what might have happened had you walked a different path. The magic of the tree home and the magic of the Moonshea Isles is always that it has been managed to transcend something. You managed to touch it even within the bounds of the storm. And even now, as you wander around the endless maze, lost in a path that never happened, without a body and without a way to leave, you feel it echoing. You hear a second tree home intruding on your thoughts. Jack, this isn't real.
What is it?
This is a dream of something that might have been. This is not what happened.
Do I recognize the voice?
Yeah.
Is it?
Your father?
Did you survive?
No, Jack, I did not.
What happened to everyone else?
Some survived, some did not. We carried on. We thought we'd lost you, but then after many years you reached out across time and space from another plane.
I feel like I forgot myself and lost my way, and I finally feel like I'm connecting to you again and I'm understanding who I am. I just felt alone for so long and so disconnected. But I think you can help me, and I think I need to carry on with my new family that I've made, but with your help.
Yes. Yes. There is a deeper presence in this maze. There is something beyond it. You have to go through it.
Okay?
And you feel the forces rewinding back. And you find yourself standing in the first chamber again. Around you, suddenly, the reflections start shattering. You turn to look behind you for the stairway. It's not there. Another thing shatters. Until you're completely alone in utterly black space. And then, in the distance, you see a small green light.
I'm gonna run towards it.
It gets closer and closer and closer, and suddenly, in like a burst of light, you are in Irene's garden.
Irene?
Irene's not here.
You look over and you see a small figure with a little bun of gray hair and big pointy green ears.
It's me. Is it me?
No.
Oh.
Green ears, very small,
Oh, small,
and
sorry.
it's busy pruning some flowers.
Where is she?
Well, Irene came to me a long time ago, and I sent her on her way back on her journey. But I'm glad you have come to me now.
Who are you?
Turns around and it's like this little goblin woman.
I am Drick.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
And what do you mean? Where did Irene go? Why are you here? I'm quite confused about what I'm doing back here.
Listen, you've just got to go with the flow. That's pretty much everything in life, is just to go with the flow and not to fight. You have been fighting for too long. You need to let the current take you.
Okay.
She takes off her big gardening gloves, puts them down,
Come inside.
and she walks through the door. And instead of walking into Irene's pantry and kitchen, it's this kind of carved out of raw stone space with fires bubbling and fungus like crawling up all the things.
This is the fourth temple. I am Drick, mistress of the fourth temple,
Wow.
the Undying Garden.
Wow.
Please, sit down.
Okay.
Now make yourself comfortable. The toadstools are especially soft.
Oh, it feels good to
Yeah, take a load off.
feels good.
Have you taken the time to really relax in a while?
No.
No?
I feel like I've been so knotted inside and so
Yeah.
hell-bent on getting back to my family, but I think I need to let that part of myself go. And in letting that go, I feel like I embody more of them. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but
No, it does not. That is exactly why you have come to me.
okay. The thing is, I was in this maze, and
Yep.
I
The
need
third temple, a silly idea an idea based on regret. An idea based on someone could have made different choices and been someone else from who they are.
yeah.
No. You are who you are, and you go forward from there. A plant doesn't ask to grow in a different place. It grows where it is. And it spreads and carries on. And that is what we do.
I need to help my friends.
I know. When the war broke out between all the temples, Loesti shut himself off in his infinite library.
Yeah, I met him. He's interesting.
Yeah. Kona, thrice-bearded, obsessed with the souls and energies and progress. And then, of course, Auragoth, who wanted to make himself different from who he was. And then the final master, of course, Yegoriel,
Yeah.
who wished to control everything.
We're trying to defeat him.
I know. There is a reason that the storm visited you, and though you may not know it, brought also someone from the far distant Renzori Mountains to this world. Because we are all part of the same group, the same world. You, your friend Thrastock, brought together from across the continents. I thought it was the only way to save my people, to cut them off from Yegoriel's evil, what he did to them. Unfortunately, I failed. And my people from your world are no more.
Sorry.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
All we can do is stop the next thing from happening.
Okay, well, how do I do that? I'll do it. I know what it's like to lose all your people and feel like you're the only one left.
I know.
She reaches out and pats your hand.
But all living things are connected. That is what the soul energy is, a connection. And without that, they are objects stripped of any kind of spiritual meaning. Even though that they might have personality, character, form, shape, drive, or maybe even perhaps will in certain circumstances, they are without that connection of soul. And so, it is up to you to end what Yegoriel will do.
Yeah.
All things are part of the same cycle. What he does is seeking to end a cycle. Because you made certain choices in the maze, your friends who also went through it, their souls are at risk.
Okay.
They may well have made different choices, but the cost of that engine will take its toll, taking part of them.
How do I save them? How do I get back to them?
Well, part of that has already been done by the destruction of the maze. You cannot go through that back that way now. But I will give you this power to walk
between the trees, between the living plants, that you may find your way back to them. Because they have walked the maze, they will not feel as much connection to you. Few of them met you in that life. They took different paths. Already their sense of who you are is dimmed and dulled. But it can be awoken again. I have come this way. And she walks back out into through the door, and this one opens instead onto this lush forest. Thick toadstools all over the place. There's vines, and in the middle there's this great tree.
Do you have any last questions before I send you back to your friends?
Yes. This network that you're going to show me, will I always have the ability to access it?
As you grow in power, yes.
So as I grow, the more I will have available to me. Is this not something that is, will I be the only one who can see it and use it?
Yeah. Well, not the only one. You're not
No,
unique and special. You're just a person in a place trying to do the right thing.
Yes. But I won't be able to take my friends on the route through the trees.
No, but we'll get you as close as you can.
Okay.
But when you're done, you'll manage to find your way back to me. You're a resourceful kid.
Yeah.
We're on Wulaka, by the way.
Okay. I weirdly think I knew that. But thank you for reminding me.
And if you manage to defeat Yegoriel and survive, then you come back and visit me.
Okay.
I don't have any of those fancy doors or anything. This is literally just a cave in a rainforest.
But I feel like it feels powerful in here, for me anyway.
Of course. It's teeming with life.
Do you know how we can defeat Yegoriel?
Right now, he is dependent on the torment engine. I called the storm to take us, to cut him off from all the resources he had, the many goblins and such, which he could have used to bring souls to him. Because this archipelago was cut off from the rest of our world, he had few resources, and so he sank into a slumber, his body in hibernation because of the terrible injuries he sustained fighting against Kona. If you destroy the torment engine, you will destroy what keeps him alive.
Where is the torment engine?
The island was called Akanos in our day, a volcanic island to the south of what is now called Beharan.
So it's on Beharan.
No, it's a volcanic island.
Sorry. Sorry.
Also, I forgot. South was like one of those directions that, we used to have in the old world. Now it's Crushwood of
Okay.
of Beharan. Yeah,
Yes.
Crushwood.
Okay.
You understand that? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I understand.
The cardinal directions all totally different here.
Okay.
Also, crazy how weeks are only 6 days. You wouldn't understand. Anyway.
Would Kona be helpful to us? I seem to remember we have
Probably,
his
yeah.
soul trapped in an orb. I
What,
don't
he's
know.
still alive?
If we still have the orb that he's in, then
I was sure that he was dead.
we brought him back.
Oh my goodness. You tell that old son of a bitch, come visit me. All right?
He's been trapped for a long time. We brought him back, and then he.
Well,
got-
that is a story.
for another time. For
Yeah.
another time when I come back, when
All
we've
right.
defeated Yegoriel.
Until then, I think your friends need you. Come
I
on.
think so.
And you
Okay.
walk out of the cave, and instead of Irene's garden, it's this lush rainforest. You can hear birds going, and various birds.
Lovely. What
Everyone make a bird noise.
Shut up out here! Horny bastards! You know that's what they're saying, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Filthy
Filthy,
birds.
disgusting. No, it's not. It's all part of nature.
Yeah.
I'm just joshing you. All right, come on.
It just takes you up to like this big tree, and you can feel it resonating with like the energies of Moonshay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just walk up to it and put my hands on it and just rest my head on it for a moment.
And you just feel the strong vibe of family.
Okay,
All right.
I'm ready.
She like reaches up to like put her hand on your shoulder, and she's like,
Oh, okay. Can you?
Oh, sure.
All right. All right.
reaches up, puts a hand on your shoulder, puts a hand on the trunk of the tree,
Off you go.
and shoves you.
And,
And you go like through the tree,
oh, amazing.
and you are liquid. You are the chemical solutes that are pumped ever so slowly in the heartbeat of trees over the course of seasons and years. You spread out through the root system. You're carried in spores and fungus, like in almost a metaphorical speed. That's just, you're on the on a leaf blowing across an ocean. You're in the seaweed, carried across on tides, and then you are spores of dandelion floating across like the fields that lands on like the field of wheat, down to the roots, the fungal systems that spread out across continents, and then finally you pop out of a little shrub that has been growing in a crack in the stone of a building. It looks yellow, but you can feel fresh life growing in it, as though it has been robbed of the sun for very long, but is now really going to start to thrive. You look around at this strange architecture, not quite sure where you are. It's nighttime, and you see a streak of fire blossoming in the sky and crashes into the base of this large tower looming over everything.
Okay.
All right. Meanwhile, at the top of that large tower looming over everything.
Oh, crap.
Oh crap! Yeah, indeed. The five of you are standing around the gooey remains of the battle that you've just had. There's blood splattered everywhere. Everything's a mess. The beautiful view is interrupted by the occasional catapults of flame coming up of the warships of the Chain of Peace that have invaded the bay.
Can you make out any flags? I say squinting.
Who are you asking?
Everyone.
Oh, I see.
Say, looking at my friends.
Can we make what?
Can you make out any flags or banners?
Iggy's got a really thick glasses on.
Terrence would know his ships.
Yeah. Do I see any flags that I recognize?
It is nighttime, but in one of the like bursts of flame as they ignite, their the trebuchet shells, you see the banners of the Chain of Peace.
Yeah, the ships are big enough to hold a trebuchet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hella big ships.
Okay.
Hella big. They got many trebuchet.
Wow.
Trebuchets. Trebuchets. Yeah.
Trebuchet.
Yeah, trebuchet. Anyway, you can see that they also have the Falcon of Beharon, Lord Falconer's particular seal. So these are the
Is
Beharon.
it a seal or a falcon?
You.
That's as bad as me.
That's worse than Terrence.
That's a
All right,
Terrence
now it's
It's game time.
Terrence McCall.
Woo!
Yeah,
Finally.
that's you. All right.
So would I know who's the leader of the bear
No,
run?
you've been away from like the military for a while.
Okay, so I wouldn't know the person.
Not personally, you might. You wouldn't know
Know who
by
it is.
offhand.
I wouldn't know anyone I wouldn't be familiar with anyone on those ships.
You might, but you don't know you will be. Like, you were trained by like many people in your dad's in your dad's court. You sat in on meetings. You were given tutors. You saw the comings and goings of politics. But you ran away from it all to pursue a career as a criminal lawyer
Right, yeah, so
at
it could
the
be-
ass end of the Chain of Peace.
So there could literally be anyone
yeah,
on this
who
boat.
you might know though.
So I could take a.
But you might not.
Okay, so
But you might. Aha. You know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to roll some of these like shiny, many-faceted objects to figure out.
I would die if I did that. No, so, okay, I'm back. I'm back to below you now.
No.
So look, that is not Hyde's. Like that's not Hyde's army attacking us. That's a totally separate group of people, but they're allied to him.
Yeah, but we knew this already. Though.
Yes, Baron's
remind me.
Yes,
Okay,
you
so
explained this all to us succinctly.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to remind
Okay.
you of this already. So we need to like somehow get some messages to them. But
Don't you have magic that can help us with that?
yes, I do, but I don't. But I need to make sure that I know the person on the boat, and I don't know who.
I mean, these are your people. You grew up with them.
Yeah, introduce yourself via your mind.
but I need to know who they are first.
Yes,
Well,
but
look, we
yeah.
are
Also,
gonna-
what if they think that he's the one that killed General Falconer if he is in fact dead?
That is what they think.
We'll run away then, which is what we're always going to end up doing anyway, because we have to go find Yegoriel.
DM?
Yeah.
I'm going to go and start ripping up a large sheet, find a white sheet and start ripping it up
Okay.
into a roughly square thing while people argue. And
So one of the things is, unfortunately, like Orgoth had a big thing for red.
I was about to say, what's that white sheet in this
Everything there's like
bloody
red
room?
carpeting, red curtains. There's some sexy black. However, down below, Jack, you see that there's some of like watchtowers, like off towards like the coast, the harbor, and you see some people seem to be running up a series of hacked together white sheets.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyhow,
So,
what do you want to do?
well, I don't know where anyone is. I've just
Yeah.
emerged from this plant. So I want to find everyone. So do I have any memory of Redrise at all? Do I like kind of know where I'm going or
Yeah,
not
so
really?
the big tower behind you is a spindle. That was the main place, underneath which was the where you found the empty maze and the third temple and everything. So that was like the main tower, Orgoth's tower.
Okay, and that's where I was last.
Yeah. Well, you were underneath it.
Yes, but that's like the last place I remember being where I was with everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to just go there then.
Okay. To the tower. Great. You head towards the tower, and there seems to be somewhat chaos. There's a lot of people freaking out over like small piles of ash
Okay.
and running around. There's a lot of like weapons that are just dropped, like on the ground, abandoned. You see someone like running out of the tower, and he's just got like this rolled up tapestry. Bumps past you, runs off into the night.
Okay.
All right. Someone else comes out and he's just like holding like silver goblets, like bumps past you, drops a goblet, scatters, falls over, fumbles, picks up more goblets. He's like, "This one's mine!" Runs off.
Okay. I'm just going to go, keep going, I guess.
Take longer.
I'm going to just keep going.
Okay.
Because in all this chaos, do I have any sense of, because I've got quite good perception and maybe, I don't know, do I have any sense of knowing, smelling, hearing these
Nope.
folk? Okay, I'm going to keep going then.
Okay, you just like go in the opposite direction of the flow of people who seem to just be like grabbing whatever they can of value and getting the hell out of the tower, which is obviously seems to be the kind of the target of these big trebuchets.
So they're doing that because of the trebuchets, not because they inherently feel like Orgoth has died.
I think the piles of dead vampire spawn is probably the clue that Orgoth has died.
Because when he died,
All the
everyone else...
vampires,
they
all
all
his sub-vampires. He was really like, if you can imagine,
Pyramid
some
scheme.
kind of scheme. With one person at the top and everyone depending on that. Yes. And without him, everything's collapsed and all the humans are going crazy. All right, what are you guys doing up top there?
How far away are the ships?
They look like they're at a good trebuchet distance, probably like if only I had studied trebuchets before this. About 500 meters out in the bay.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I have
And they're just coming closer because they're just unchallenged.
I have a very clear plan. which is we need to get a flag, a white flag, and we need to get a sigil or an object of Argoth's to prove that he is dead. We need to get down there and talk to these people and say, hey, Argoth's dead, you can take over, but you need to get your asses back to Beron ASAP. So,
Well, flag, I can sort that out. And I prestidigitate like an illusory flag that just kind of wavers in the wind.
white.
Oh, can we change the color? It was a rainbow, but now it's white.
Okay, and you're just like projecting it out the window.
Yeah. So I'm like waving it as it fades and just kind of, is this what you want?
That's a good start. We also need one to take with us when we go and talk to them.
I don't think they can see this though.
This wasn't the flag that I saw.
No.
Okay.
You saw sheets.
Oh, I saw sheets.
You saw like sheets just like being run up. The crashing kind of pauses, as you're like climbing up, but that doesn't stop everyone else who's just like taking loot.
Yeah.
Someone has like taken a moment to like put down a portrait of Orogoth on the floor and defecate on it as well. People just, there's a lot of like anger and animosity and repression that's come out.
Okay.
In this moment, yeah. But as you are you just following the tower up?
Yeah.
It doesn't take you long,
Okay.
and you walk in kind of like trepidatiously on a scene of Iggy waving a very big white flag. And what are you doing?
I'm trying to find a sigil or obvious object of Argoth, like a seal, something that we can prove, hey, Argoth's dead.
As you
Because we don't think
as you kind of go through like
Easy
the pile of
action.
dust, you find his skull somehow intact. Very pointy,
How is it recognizably him?
very pointy teeth.
It's just a skull. I mean,
Just a skull, yeah.
no sigil ring or anything?
Ooh. There's his there's his jewel that he had on his neck.
Oh, perfect. Skull and jewel. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I come in.
Oh,
Oh, Iggy!
it's you.
Oh,
Makanda! Thrastock!
hello.
Oh, hello.
Legacy! I give Legacy a big hug.
Why did we think you went home?
Glenda! What do you mean?
We had thought you lost in the maze.
Yeah,
or
we thought maybe you went in the
you
maze and
disappeared,
went
or
home.
where have you been?
It's
Okay,
Jack. It's Jack, right?
It's nice to
Yes.
see you.
Okay.
Okay, I suppose I expected this, but it's still catching me a bit off guard. Anyway,
I forgot how tall you are. Look at you.
so
Big woman.
okay. We need
We
to.
killed Orogoth.
What?
He's dead. Look.
Yes.
The vampire lord.
Wow.
I'm a wizard now.
You're a wizard, Iggy?
I am a wizard. Flag again. Buster, what's the plan here?
We need to get down there and talk to people ASAP.
Does Jack know about the hide?
We'll
cross-
brief you on the way. Let's walk.
Okay.
Okay.
Like tramp.
We,
So,
We need to defeat Yegoriel.
yes.
Yes,
obviously.
correct.
And I know how we can do it.
That is fantastic news. How do we do that?
We have to turn off the torment engine.
Ah.
How do
Okay,
we
where
do
is it?
that?
It is on a volcanic island near, not south, crush side of Beron.
Okay,
Beron.
that's convenient because we also need to go and talk to the Berenice fleet who are in the bay. Berenice, did I say it?
Baronites.
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 Fahrenheit.
Berenice, sounds tasty.
Okay.
The Baronite fleet who are in the bay and are currently bombarding us, and tell them that, in fact, Hyde is about to take out their homeland and they need to turn around, post-suite, and get back there. However, they won't believe us without some evidence, hence the skull and the jewel. So let's get going. As I say, I mentioned we're about...
We also have Hyde's map.
Yes,
to
the
back up.
map. That's very good.
Is there anyone that I have an inkling potentially might be on that ship? Like someone who was on the way to...
Really desperate, hey?
I just want to get this done. I want to send this message. I want to take
Yeah. Okay. So one of his generals, General Cao, he was kind of like the head of the home fleet, the home defensive fleet.
Well, I want to try and send a message
Okay.
to General Cal.
But we're on the way. Hey, we're running
Well,
to
wait,
the
wait,
ship.
on
Write it
way.
down. Makanda, is there anything you want to do in Orogoth's chambers?
Oh yeah.
Since we're here,
Whole character.
One or two.
Yes, I'm going to look for blood. Or can I just take? Did I need blood from Orogoth, or I needed a vial of blood from his secret place?
So you want a vial of your son's blood, so that you
yes.
can resurrect. It's the only way to like be able
Any
to
old
resurrect
blood.
him. Yeah.
So I just sacred flame my way through into his back entrance or wherever.
Flame does everything.
And you see like the wall of little alcoves, each of them with a vials of blood. As you were there in the memory, like much before your son was there, you can see that more of them are filled up, and there is one that is the most recent. They're,
Would you
like,
call
they're all
Orogoth a
full?
vile villain?
What happened?
We are in the midst of some tense action here, Mikhail, and you are derailing everything. Why are you doing this?
I
Why?
couldn't help myself.
Because he's a wizard now.
You're a wizard, Iggy. Are you happy? Are you? I'm not.
Sorry, but as you were.
Anyway, back. All right, alcoves everywhere, all filled with little vials of blood, and then like empty ones at the end. So you can infer that the most recent one would be your son Berix.
Cool. All right, fabulous. I just take that one and any other ones that look like they might also be. Then I just sort of put them.
Be what?
I don't know.
Are they labeled? Are they labeled?
Are they labeled?
Because otherwise you're just gonna have some pockets of blood.
I put one.
Even labeled, uneven, not labeled. They are not labeled.
They're not labeled. Good. So then I'm just taking a whole bunch of them, and I put the one. Yeah. I take the one that looks like the most my son's blood.
Yeah, the most recent one. Yeah.
Pocket. This looks great for me. The other ones, and I just put them in all the other pockets, up the
Dope.
tunic and whatever.
Dope.
Then I sacred flame the room, and then I leave.
Why?
Because fuck it. This is burning.
All right.
Oh, negative. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, damn.
As you are all exiting the room, suddenly, like, in walk a bunch of guards. There are 5 of them, and they've all got sacks. And they look at you kind of like...
Are they like vampire guards or Beharanese guards?
So clearly looters.
Yeah.
You need to not be in our way, I say to them.
Okay.
Alright,
And they all kind of like move aside.
just take what we want, what you want. We don't care.
Yeah.
Let's
Go.
Sorry that this room got recently exploded
Did
by
you-
a sacred flame.
Are you the ones that killed
Yes.
the benevolent, that guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, specifically
You're welcome.
that one.
Thank you. Thank you. We all owe you. Yeah. Real. Oh, they've gone. Okay. All right. Let's strip it and get the hell out of here. All right. Out in the street, you can see that there's still a lot of like chaos, but people have been running away from like the central area, fleeing from it. In the distance towards the bay, you can see that the ships are coming in closer, and that the tower that Jack, you saw like the white flag waving, has gotten more flags up and is lit up with beacons and such to really draw attention to itself. Where do you want to go?
Head towards the bay.
All right. So down the boulevards, parting ways from people. There's a lot of chaos, a lot of like people grabbing their families and just trying to like get out. But every now and again, you see some people in the colors of the Blood Keepers, these are people who hadn't been turned into vampires by Geekery. They are trying to like create order, trying to like tell everyone what to do in like the day, and some of them are just like celebrating. They're just like, the day that we have fought for has come. The day we have fought for has come. And they said, we've got a plan. All right, okay, this is what we're going to do. And they're like trying to marshal people. All right, but as you head towards the bay, you come to that watchtower. It is, on your left as you're going down the main boulevard. Then it opens out into the harbor. You can see the ships are about to like make landfall.
Who seems to be controlling this tower? Can we see anyone around it?
You can see up top, it just look like citizens. Some of them have got like the Bloodkeeper kind of like colors of white on. But some of them are armored, but most of them looks like they have like thrown down their weapons.
Okay, I think let's get to the port where the ship's about to make landfall.
Okay.
I'm just gonna thaumaturgy it up while they're coming. I don't know how far can my voice boom when I'm thaumaturging.
Oh yeah, like pretty loud. So one of the ships, kind of like a slimmer scout one, has cruised all the way in to the end of a pier, slaps down a ramp, and soldiers start like pouring down. Yeah, real like, you know, like crossbows at the ready, like pikes and halberds behind, you know, and like skirmishers like sweeping ahead. Immediately they just, what do you say in your booming voice?
I think I get a little nervous when I see all the soldiers coming at me. But then I forgot that I've already started thaumaturgy when I clear my throat and then everyone can hear me in a booming voice clearing my throat.
Their feedback.
Feedback. Comrades, Lord Aragoth is dead.
Dead.
We mean you no harm.
Everyone's sword is like pointing like at you, like, you know, spears over shields, and they just kind of start surrounding.
Hold up the head and the
I
jaw.
start waving my magic flag. Oh fuck, it's white. Sorry. Okay.
And one of the officers steps forward. Who are you to call us comrade? Yet you speak in the accents of Redrise. And he spits.
Yes, I was raised on Redrise and I spent much time here, but I and my comrades here were the ones who delivered Lord Aragoth to you. We are allies in this
What
fight.
proof do you have of the death of the Lord Aragoth?
Skull, gem.
Well, that could be anyone's fancy gem and pointy skull.
Well, I am.
Clearly, you don't know Lord Argoth if you don't know.
Well,
his
no one
skull
knows
gem.
Lord Aragoth. He's a...
Who are you?
Mysterious-
Who are you?
And he looks at you and he's like... Legacy Falconer?
That's right.
Dear, Guards! It's the traitor, Legacy Falconer!
Oh, crap.
Murderer of General Falconer!
God damn it.
Like, all the swords go like...
Yeah. Look at me. You are about to make the biggest mistake everyone has ever made in this entire town.
This is the best day of my career. All right,
You and your family and friends will be dead by the
chain
end.
them!
You and your family and friends will be dead by the end of the day if you not listen to my colleagues. Give us 30 seconds, and we'll show you why you need to head back to Bearoth right now.
Heron.
What did I say?
Bearoth.
Well, it depends on, you know.
Yeah, some of us have a bit of an accent.
Yeah.
He's a fan of royalty.
The elite of Bearoth call it Bearoth. It's a
All that
town.
inbreeding.
Yeah, the northern islands, not the northern islands, the Stormside Islands tend to have a little bit of a lisp.
Northern Ireland.
Okay, so we have 30 seconds. Can I convince this guy to give us 30 seconds to explain?
Use your
I mean, you can, because that's kind of like your whole skill.
shtick.
Yeah. So well.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
But this guy, I'm just gonna roll this plus 10 to see like how up his own butt he is. 26.
No, he's very up his own butt.
He's very up his own butt. He
better.
has made his day. You can just see his eyes like imagining like the stars as the person who captured the assassin of Lord Falconer.
Okay, can I cast Charm Person?
Ooh,
My
don't do
cantrip.
that.
What?
Don't do that.
What?
If he sees you casting a spell, they'll turn us into sushi.
Will he see me casting it if I?
Yeah,
distract.
you're surrounded by like sword people.
Okay,
I
cool.
distract.
Okay, fine.
So I distract them on the side and I use one of my cantrips and I make a small light show of like flickering candles. Hey, everybody!
As soon as you're there, like spear points at your throat.
Hey, it's just a show. Take it easy.
Chain them up.
Well, this is your time to do your spell. I'm trying to.
I'm casting Charm Person.
Okay, good.
Let's talk to the guy.
I thought we were meant to be better
Oh
after
my
the
God.
maze.
I'm from club. Is that okay? I'm sorry. Like, these guys are telling the truth. I promise you, this is not what it seems. He did not murder his pa. This was all a big conspiracy.
Look at this map. Here's Hyde's map.
Don't give it to him, he might destroy it.
What are you taking out of your bag?
It's just a map.
Suddenly, spear points up to your throat.
Oh my goodness.
Officer, I say, just take us to your leader and we can talk to him.
I will take you to the brig. And then I will
So
take
you'll
you
withhold
to...
important information from your direct superior.
No, I'm going to tell my direct superior that I have captured the assassin of... I don't need to justify myself to you, dwarf.
How many of them are there?
There's like a phalanx of about 20.
I mean, we can kill 20
And you can
people.
see like the other landing parties like...
We can kill these 20, but it'll lead to awkward conversations with the other
We don't want to
20,000.
kill these
Yeah,
guys. These are our.
We can't fight these
We
guys.
don't want to harm you.
And
We
we-
want to work with you. We are trying to
Don't
protect
want to
you.
harm us? Well, good luck even trying.
Oh my goodness.
Is Iggy with spear point to him yet?
No, you haven't done
Yeah.
anything.
Has your charm person worked yet? How much more
No,
time
no.
do you need?
Hey, that's
You did not have time
long
to go. These are the spear points.
The light show.
Every time I try and do something, I get a spear point to my neck. So I guess not.
Well, why
Jack,
don't you just charm
Yes.
them with your mouth?
you, because you are the only person who has like good peripheral senses, you feel behind you, well, as you turn to look back
no,
at
you're
the city, the big white flag is coming down like the road towards. And there is like a bunch of people dressed in white, the civilian clothes. You know, some of them like with the white bands of the blood keepers. They've got their hands up, and they're led by like a tough-looking woman who's like, "I am from Beharon, and I have come to surrender. The city has fallen. You have captured it." And the officer says, "And who might you be? Who thinks they can deliver a city to me? A lot of people claim to deliver cities, aren't there?
Gosh, this
Give me that skull. And the jewel. Thank you." And she says, "I am Ruth Greenblade of Beharon. I was captured as a prisoner here years ago on an assault, and I've been working for the Blood Keepers. Oh, it's Ruth! Ever since."
Back up. It's the love of your life.
Well, I've lived a whole different life. So yeah.
It's a, sounds like more chicanery and trickery from the Lord of Light himself, Lord Orogoth.
What will it,
Chain them all!
what is it going to take for you to believe us?
Swords around all of you.
I think maybe we can
All right,
kill this
do you want to
guy.
fight or are you
Only
going to go
this
along
guy.
with that?
I whisper into a coil of copper in my hand, saying, "Get close to me. Brace yourselves." And then I say to Jack, "I've been taking a few tips from you."
Does everyone, like, what, go
And
around,
I'm
get
like,
around them?
so as they
huddle
corral
around
us
you.
together around me, I'm like, just keep them away for 2 seconds. And like, I try and herd everyone around me so that I'm in between everyone.
So no one can
Yeah.
see you. Okay.
They start the corral, like, they, you know, because they've decided that they're just going to, like, capture everyone, they, like, herd in the about 7 blood keepers in with you.
When the moment comes, hold on. And I cast polymorph on myself, and I turn into a giant ape, like King Kong sized giant ape. You see Iggy starts to like morphing and like ripping out of his clothes, and like a huge ape, a huge giant King Kong sized ape emerges like a giant blue plant from among the prisoners.
What, a giant blue plant?
He's a blue ape, basically like a giant, like a blooming blue ape. Blooms from among the prisoners, and I pick up my compatriots and I try and like jump out towards the nearest.
All
ship.
right, everyone, roll initiative.
No, we're not meant to.
Why?
I don't want to fight these guys.
You're gonna win this fight. Just kill them.
No, I want to kill them.
We don't want to kill them.
I've got a very low
They wanna kill
current
you.
hit point, everyone, seeing as we did not rest.
Yeah, me too. I'm also not exactly on my strongest.
I need my giant ape.
Oh, and then what do we add to this?
Your dexterity.
You don't even have your giant
Dex.
ape stats ready?
They're here.
Your giant blue flower ape.
Yes, he blooms like a flower. So it's like giant, like something out of Avatar.
I feel like you've never seen a flower.
I've never seen a flower.
Yeah.
It's
I think
flower
that's
in fast motion.
Yes.
Of all the things you could have chosen to like. Yes, the metaphor for like for a dwarf turning into an ape.
It
is a
explodes
flower.
into an ape.
You unpeel like petals. Is that how it
Do you
works?
grab Ruth as well, as you just the?
I grab our, I don't know, Ruth,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
borrow soap.
But we're all tied together.
Not tied together.
Are we tied? We're
No,
not
we
tied.
just
Herded
got
together.
corralled. We
Yeah.
weren't tied up.
Corralled.
All right, bye, Ruth.
I thought you were going to like turn us invisible or teleport us to one of the ships or something.
I don't have
realize.
enough teleportation to teleport all of us.
Okay.
All right.
It is what it
folks,
is.
Thrastok, what did
10
you roll?
initiative.
10.
Yeah, 10.
Cool.
16.
16.
9.
9. All right. Legacy?
18.
18.
Oh, 22. Sorry. 22.
Okay. Jack?
17.
17.
And I am also a 22.
All right.
Because your dexterity is low.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's tough. Okay, so I'm a sympathetic DM. Yeah. It's tough being clumsy. Whoa!
Yeah.
I dropped it.
I'm very,
limbs, you're like
I'm
arms
very
and
tall.
legs.
Focus.
Oh, no.
You're on the docks. It's nighttime. You know, the air is cold. The fires of revolution and warfare have gleamed on the cityscape. And suddenly, there is a giant ape amongst you. You're surrounded by spears
blue
and
ape.
swords.
Blue
Someone's
ape.
coming
Giant blue
towards you with shackles to like chain you up. And suddenly, Iggy is a giant blue ape. Iggy, luckily, I rolled a 3 for this guy's initiative, but I'm gonna, and even then, I'm going to give him a surprise as well, condition. So we're going to start the round at the back here. Iggy,
I pick up as many of my fellow party members and I put them on my back and I hold them and I lob my way towards the nearest ship. That's the last thought that Iggy thought in his mind before he polymorphed. So that, in terms of giant ape, that's all he can think about. There's no other. It's like ship, friends. Jesus. That's all I can think about.
so you actually you lose the ability to.
I'm now -2 intelligence.
Oh no.
I have basic intelligence. Like I can understand like ship friends get.
Okay. Are all the rest of you going along with this? Are you getting scooped? Are you allowing yourself to get
Yes, I let him
It
pick me
seems
up,
like
but
we're-
Yeah, that'll spears.
I feel like I just want to go on record as saying here that a giant ape running in a bunch of ships is not reassuring.
People on the ships. for
It's
sure.
not what they wanted to
we
see.
are,
It's
we
not
are.
what they were hoping.
It's not going to
The
make them
soldiers
trust
like
us.
are knocked back, kind of like by like in surprise, like ah, but they're also like ready for trickery because you know they've been they're hardened veterans of like wars and they are ready for battle with like Lord Orogoth, you know the sneakiest villain of all things, a person of myth, mist and illusion. Yeah.
Illusion, Michael.
Yeah. They stumble backwards. The blood keepers behind start screaming as you scoop up your friends and you leap down the pier towards like the first ship. What's your movement?
My movement is 40 feet.
40 feet. Are you?
Yeah.
You
My
can't
action is to
dash?
pick them up.
Your action to pick them up. 40 feet. Okay.
What actual size are you?
Huge.
Okay, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
So King Kong.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to sink the ship.
I'm gonna put you under, sir.
Oh, but it had a hole. It had a hole.
Yeah, if that ship has many trebuchets on it, it can fit a King Kong.
Yeah, but I did say it was a smaller, like advanced kind of scout
I'm
vessel
going
that
towards
has-
the bigger ships. So like,
Okay, they haven't landed, so
but you said they were close.
they were close. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You get to the end of the pier. There's this little scout ship ahead of you. People are like, they've just got mangonels that they're like busy trying to like wheel around to like aim at you.
While all this is happening, I'm gonna just throughout the whole process use my booming voice to try and calm everyone. and sort of offset what's happening.
This isn't as bad as you think it is.
Yeah, but what exactly are you saying?
Alright, everybody just relax. He's not gonna hurt anyone. He's just trying to move us locations.
Okay, the bad
Don't
guys
get
aren't going to get opportunity attacks because, like, I gave them surprise condition. We're going to go to the top of the next round. Glenda, you are on this monkey's back. He has just stepped onto, like, the small scout boat that's at the
So I'm
end
not
of the pier.
stepping onto. I'm putting them on the scout boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You've come to the end, and your intention is to, but you haven't done that, so we
I haven't done it yet.
They're at the end of the pier. The scout boat is just ahead. There's a ramp going up into the scout ship. There are like mangonels on either side, like basically like overgrown large crossbows that have giant harpoons that they're probably gonna shoot at things. Yeah, that they are definitely like turning to aim it. They're probably about from you 20 foot away. All right. What do you want to do, Glenda?
Well, I mean, I didn't think I was going to go into a fight, and I don't know whether it's wise to go into a fight, but I do know that the dude who was speaking to us is a boos, so so maybe I attack him?
We're on the ape.
Yeah. He's 40 foot back. At
Oh,
the,
so
on the
behind
ground.
So so we're in initiative for what? Oh, who's ahead of us? Oh, the people on the
Yeah,
ship.
there's the mangonel crews on either side.
So he's not putting us on a ship that all these people are like an empty ship that they've all
That's what
exited.
that's what I was intending. Yeah.
There's like some crew there for like running the ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't just like, oh yeah, we're gonna leave this ship totally unguarded and like that would be really bad invasion tactics.
Yeah.
See, okay.
Yeah.
Well then, I guess how many people are on this?
Okay, so there's 2 mangonel crew on either side of like the big ramp. 2 crew on either of it. You can see there's just like regular ship's crew milling about, probably about 6 of them that you can see, armed with crossbows and short swords at their side. You can see that there is like an armored kind of observation deck that would usually probably house like the captains and everything, where they would give command to the rest of the vessel.
And the captains would probably still be on that.
Yeah.
Well, I still don't necessarily want to. Can I ready an action to be like? Can I just be like, "Hi, hello. This seems really hectic. If you, if you give out, like, if you just let us commandeer your boat nicely, and we'll just take your weapons and tie you up, and we'll leave you alone. If not,
You say this to the crew and they're like,
No.
aim!
all right. Well, then I've readied my action to a manganese.
Oh no, this is so bad.
Okay. They're
Direct.
within range for you to like leap off the back of the giant ape and punch them if you want. Yeah.
In the face. Glint.
But
You
what
gotta
if
pick which one, right or
I-
left.
I'm just thinking, is there anything that I have that I can actually just throw at them? Because then I'm alone on a ship.
With the big ape right next to you.
Oh, is he close enough to protect me?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
So he's like right at the end of the pier. The ramp is right next to you. You can literally leap off the shoulder like onto the ship from here.
Okay. I'm going to left, the guy on the left.
Okay, take the 2 on the left.
Yeah.
Okay, you leap off there, and immediately you can make you want to attack your first guy. Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah. Very nice. Do you want to do non-lethal damage?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's nice. See?
Roll all your dice.
It's not-
Are you double roll again, or you just double what you rolled the first time?
Roll again.
Yeah. Roll all your dice
Yeah.
twice.
Oh,
What?
because it doubles, because natural.
'Cause that's what
20
natural
Yeah, natural 20, double
Yeah.
the dice.
My 8, or literally all of my dice.
No, just your 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
The dice that you would roll, all of the dice that you would roll,
Roll double your damage dice.
Double your rolls.
Yeah.
1.
Now
All
roll
right,
it
now
again.
roll it again. Thank goodness.
8.
Nice.
A 9.
And what do you get? Add +2?
Plus 5. Do I plus 5 for each one? Is
No.
it plus 10?
What do you get? Oh, the total is?
If it's plus 5 for each one.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Just one time.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
then that is 9 plus 5. That's 14.
14. Okay, cool. I'm gonna mulligan. This guy's a weenie. You like clock him. His like eyes spin back in his head and goes whoa, and falls down. The other crew member draws his sword. What are you gonna do?
Because I think I.
You have another attack.
Yes, I've got another attack. Several attacks. I was just
And then he
thinking I
attacks.
can even do like a tipsy sway, but that's only if I miss. Okay, I'm gonna get the other guy.
Club him. Club him.
That is 22.
Yeah, that hits.
1
Okay, so that's a
plus
6.
5, 6.
Okay, he does not go down.
Don't forget you can hit him again with your unarmed strike.
Yeah. That is 20.
Hits.
8 plus 5, 14.
Okay, that
I
weenie
don't
goes
want him
down
to
too.
die.
Nice.
Glenda leaps off the back of an ape, slides down the mangonel, drops between these two crews, pow 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 pow, and they're both down.
Kinda done.
All right, that's one mangonel down. Legacy, what do you want to do?
How wide is the dock that we're currently standing in?
Wait, how far is the other mangonel?
You're currently on a monkey.
It's on the
I know
it's
that.
on the
I
other
know
side
how
of the
wide
thing,
the dock
so
is.
it's basically like 20 foot from you. I'm going to say that this is a 20-foot wide boat. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't care about your silly customary measurements of like how big a foot is. It's rude. You should do imperials. Not imperials.
I was gonna say.
Metric.
Metric. Yeah, metric.
An opposite world.
The metric should be known as the imperial.
Yeah.
How wide is the dock that we're standing on?
Let's say it's 20 foot.
So it's as wide as the boat that we just.
Sure.
Okay.
That's convenient.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So that's. Okay, so because what I wanted to do was create a barrier between us and the soldiers that are still on the dock.
Yeah.
But then.
Close the flap
What flap?
that unleashed the soldiers.
The ramp that
Yeah.
from the boat down into the dock.
The flamp.
So would
Yeah.
we be able to? I'm not sure if we'll all be able to jump off the monkey though.
Gotta think quick.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do with the other people who are doing the
Yeah.
mangonel. It's
Yeah.
called. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on one of them.
Okay.
So, what?
Nothing.
Carry on.
Goodbye,
Your-
random
it's your
soldier.
turn.
He had a family and children.
Well, hopefully it won't kill him.
have.
He might have. I'm gonna do level 2 Dissonant Whispers, so that he might survive. Yeah, they have to do a wisdom save.
Okay.
Can you do like a non-lethal dissonant whispers?
No.
With an 18, they pass.
Oh.
Right? What is your...
They. Oh, what is mine?
Now you're gonna roll a crap ton of dice. I mean,
No.
they have like 14 health.
Yeah, 15. So 15.
15, okay, they pass. Do they still take damage?
On a failed save, it takes 3d psychic damage.
But you did it a level.
Two.
Did you do a level higher one?
No, I did level
Oh.
2. Yeah, Dissonant Whispers is a level 1, and I did level 2.
Okay, roll it. Roll your damage.
Damage is 3d6.
Kill this poor woman.
Oh, woman.
2, 4, 5. No, only 3. Sorry. So not 5. 4. No, I did 3.
What
sorry.
are you counting?
Sorry. I'm losing all track. 5 damage, and then she was still.
But she doesn't run away.
But
She
she,
saved.
but she passed.
On a failed save, takes 3d psychic damage and must immediately use this reaction.
Yeah, but
if
she
available.
She passed the
She
save.
passed. On a past save, what happens?
What happens on the pass
Half
save?
damage.
Did she get any damage? Or no damage?
On
On a successful.
a successful. Oh, sorry. Failed for me, success for her. The target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away.
Okay, cool.
Two and a
2.5.
half.
Feel mildly aggrieved, like someone said something kind of rude to you. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, she's a little offended. Ah.
I don't like your socks.
It's like, it's got like a, hangover, pain. Okay, cool. Terrence, that was your turn.
Yep.
Jack, what are you going to do?
On the monkey.
Can I say to Makanda, tell them to drop their weapons? This is at the people, the people who were surrounding
Yeah,
us.
you're right next to Makanda on the back of the back.
So I
back of the
say,
monkey.
tell them to drop their weapons, and then I'm going to cast heat metal on their swords.
You can only do that by, wait.
On
It's
one
6
person.
No, it says it's 60 foot, and it says
One target.
you can such metal. Oh, is it one? You can choose the object. Okay, so I say drop your weapons, and I cast heat metal on that main guy.
On the main guy's sword.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Tell them to drop their weapons.
Can I do it now? Or do I have
But
to
why
wait for
doesn't
my
he
turn?
to tell them to drop their weapons?
Because I don't want this to be a violent fight. I want them to.
But so the main guy's going to drop his weapon and then you're going to heat it.
Action!
No.
Gonna do it.
If he doesn't do it, she'll heat it so that he will drop
Yes,
it.
I see,
because
I
he's
see,
going
I
to
see.
feel it boiling and burning him. So I say, drop your weapons. It's boiling, and he
Okay.
goes like, "Gah." Or he
And
takes
if all
damage.
his followers see him dropping his weapon, they'll do it too.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my thinking.
Very
Okay.
cunning, very cunning. Yeah, yeah. All right. I'm just going to assume that Makanda does this.
He does it.
Wait, I want
Yeah.
him to. I want him to do it.
Do it.
Drop your weapons.
So convincing.
Something bad's gonna happen.
All right.
Yeah. So then I heat.
Metal. This guy rolls a little weenie save, and he rolls a 9 plus 2, 11.
So that's my ability save.
Yeah.
So he
It's
doesn't.
How much?
16.
Cool. He fails.
So he fails. So he takes 4d8 damage.
Dang.
Well, I think so. It's
cast
2d8, and then it's
48.
What
Well-
spell slot do you use?
No, it's 2d8, and then if he keeps holding it, he'll take more damage.
so. Wait, it's 2d8, and then it says when you use when you cast the spell using a spell of slot
High
of
level.
3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for each spell slot above the second. So I'll do so if it's 3d. If I use a level 3 spell slot, I'll just use a level 2d8.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's enough damage. I don't want to hurt him too much.
Okay.
So just 2d8.
Yeah. Roll your damage.
2, 3, 5.
Okay.
But if he keeps holding it, he keeps taking damage.
But he failed, so he drops it, right?
No, he takes the damage and then
He
he
takes
chooses
the
to
damage.
drop it on his turn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if he keeps holding it, every round he'll take damage.
Okay. He drops it. He's like, ah!
So he dropped it like a top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Makanda,
Yes.
roll a persuasion check.
Cool. That's 11. What do I plus with in persuasion? 2, 13.
13. Unfortunately, not persuasive enough for a crew of hardened people who are prepared for trickery and magics. Even though their commander has dropped their sword, honestly, no one really liked that guy. I don't know why.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. Jack, that was your turn.
Yep.
Makanda, it's your turn.
Do we know what our goal is? Are we trying to commandeer the ship? So
You
we
don't
can
know
get
anything.
to-
You turn into a monkey.
anything. We've
We
been
just-
picked up
We've been
by
picked up by a blue
Iggy
ape.
and
There's
taken
no time
onto-
for discussion. You've just got to go.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, I'd like to slide down the side of the monkey for some reason and onto the ship. And
Down the shoulder.
down the shoulder. No one's dead on their side,
No.
right?
Just knocked out.
Just knocked out. And who's close to me then?
So you're now slid down onto the ship. Jack, Legacy,
Glenda.
Glenda, and Thrastock are all like on the back of a monkey, and Glenda is like by the mangonel on the left.
Okay, in that case, I'll just, if there's a baddie nearby me, I'll just hold person.
Cool. Mangonel on the right. Yep, there's one.
Cool.
And I got to roll a save.
That's 20 feet away, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and in fact, maybe I'll...
With the 7, natural 7, he failed.
Oh, he fails.
Yeah.
I was going to say I might cast it at a higher level if there are multiple baddies. so I
Okay.
can
Yeah,
hold
there
it.
are. There are 2.
Cool. I'll
Okay.
do it for the both of them.
And the other one also fails.
Fabulous.
Nice.
You know, these 2 freeze up in the act of like clanking the mangonel around. Okay. That's your turn. Thrastock, what do you would like to do?
I cast Shield of Faith on myself, and I scramble down off the ape. I want to head for that armored observation deck where the captain is.
Okay. So
Well,
between
in fact,
you,
sheath my sword.
so you can go to the right or the left, and there are 3 soldiers on either side. Did you just say you're going to sheath your sword?
Yes.
Okay.
That's new.
Okay. Right or left?
I'll take it right.
Cool. Okay, so you head like all the way up to the first level of the causeway. There is a guard who pulls his sword. He's kind of like standing back and waiting for the other guards like behind him to like come down.
How many people are on this boat at the moment?
There were 2 mangonel crew, or 2 on each mangonel, so 4 mangonel crew, and 3 guards on either side of like the walkways up to the main armored observation tower bridge of the ship.
Okay.
You don't know how many people are in the bridge or in the rest of the ship.
So that
But you
is
can assume
10 people on the boat.
that you can see, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 10 people you can see. Legacy, you know a little bit more about the running the ships. There's usually at least like a crew of, 5 to 6 like engineers and like officers, probably another 3.
Cool.
Okay.
So I just shout that out to people. I'm just shouting it out.
A number of people on this boat is.
Yeah.
As I know from my experience, yeah. Thrasstock, do you want to say anything to this
Prominently displaying my symbol of Aster.
Mm-hmm.
I do not wish to fight. We're trying to de-escalate, but I really need to speak to your captain.
guy?
Take me
Okay.
prisoner if you must, but we need to talk to your captain urgently. Unfortunately, there's some really stupid people involved in this situation.
But question, because the captain of the ship is not necessarily captain, has any sort of say in the.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Ooh, like
Almost feels like
3,
the most
4.
persuasive person.
4. Okay. This guy does not look convinced.
Okay.
Great. Iggy.
Iggy, is everyone off of Iggy now?
No.
No.
Who's still on Iggy? You two. Okay.
And Makanda. No, Makanda got
Makanda
off,
slid down the
Yeah.
monkey.
We
And
apologize to anyone who knows that as a sex act.
And everyone who knows that apes aren't monkeys.
yeah. So I'm going to go into the water, grab the one side of the ship, and start pulling it out to sea.
All right.
I react to this situation with my animal
Okay.
handling skills.
Towards my
That's a good question. Maybe
In my turn.
In your turn.
I'm going to
Okay.
use my full action to go as far as possible towards the bigger ships, so we can commandeer a ship
Okay.
to the volcanic island.
So, okay. Whoo boy. Whoo boy. All right. So you jump into the water. You are fortunately tall, aren't you, as an ape?
Huge. So I don't know.
What's going to get
Huge
deeper
is a
and
size
deeper?
category up from large.
Yeah.
So large is like 10 feet tall, I think.
That's
Huge would be like
20
18,
foot tall?
20 foot tall, yeah.
I think it's 30.
You didn't plan for a
Yeah.
huge blue ape in your.
Not quite King Kong. I think King Kong is
Did
like
not.
gigantic.
All right. Anyway, we're going to say that you're a 30-foot tall ape. Cool.
Okay, cool.
All right. You are up to like your armpits in water. You grab this ship. And let's make a... As soon as you start like pulling it out, you hear like the engines kick. Steam spurts out like of the back of the ship. It is obviously, they're obviously trying to like resist. So you're gonna make a contested strength check against a boat. Are you happy?
I am happy.
Okay, I don't have the stats for this boat. I'm gonna give it like a +10 to strength because that makes sense, it's a boat.
Yeah.
All right, roll off, are you ready?
Yeah, I've rolled.
You've rolled.
17.
Total?
17.
Okay. 21.
21.
You managed to get the ship off the jetty, pulled it away, maybe 10 foot before it stalls back. And you're caught in a tug of war between it, unable to drag it like any deeper into the water. It is grappled.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you have that. What the hell? Is there anything else you can do?
That's all my turn.
No, that's it. Okay. Bad guys.
Bad guys?
Well,
Yes, all 10 of them.
not bad
8.
guys. Enemies.
Understandably aggrieved people.
Yes.
Understandably aggrieved
I
people.
don't think we should be.
I'm going to start with the Mangonel
We were going
crew,
to
who are
prison
hold
2
people.
seconds
They get
ago.
to make a save at the end of their turn.
Yeah.
They both fail again. Okay, so they're still held personed. But you got to maintain concentration on that. Remember that if you get damaged, we got to do something with you.
Cool.
Okay. Right, those are those guys. The 3 on your side, the two of them catch up like behind, and how do you? Obviously, you're Thrastok. You would have like moved to kind of like position yourself in a good way, I assume. Or are you going to let them take you?
I'm gonna let them, if they attack me, if they try and kill me, then obviously I'll try and avoid.
Okay.
If they take me prisoner, I'll let them take me prisoner.
Cool. The 2 of them kind of like hold their swords ready to like stab, and the third one really like goes forward and puts manacles on both of your side.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say like that's what they're gonna do, and then one of them turns and yells at the rest of you. Surrender! If you mean us no harm, just, surrender, no harm's done. Okay?
Stop being a dick.
And we won't kill your friend. We have a hostage. We won't kill him. Just surrender.
Okay, I want to surrender.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll surrender.
On the other side, people swarm. The other three swarm down towards you, and they step over the Mangonel crew to surround you, Glenda. But they don't take an attack. They are waiting. Cool. Let's go to the top. Glenda, you're surrendering?
I'll surrender.
Okay, you're gonna hold your action. Legacy?
I'll surrender. But I want it.
From the back of the
Literally
the
wanted
aim.
for murder of the leader of this thing. Like, that's like the...
Hey!
Okay.
Hey.
I jump down.
You were in the water.
No, but the ape is still in contact with the boat, right?
I'm pulling the... Yeah.
Yeah, so I slide down his arm.
Okay, this is when we make a little acrobatics, like I gave it to you when the ship was like still in docks, but now there's in a tug of war with a monkey.
Okay.
Alright, roll in acrobatics.
Oh dear. Where's my acrobat? Oh dear, okay. Oh, 19.
19. Yeah, you managed to, do a little simian slide down an arm.
Slide down the ape.
Yeah.
I say, my friend who's in shackles right now, he's telling the truth. Your island of Beron is in real danger. I know that everyone thinks that we're the bad guys, but we have evidence that we're not.
Wait a minute, aren't you Legacy Falconer?
Technically, yes, but but you have to believe me that this is a really big mix-up. Hyde is on his way right now to Beheron.
They have their swords out and they're like, get your ape under control and we'll talk.
Okay, how do I persuade him to chill?
Jack can.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, what am I doing? I'm just letting you get away with this. Roll a persuasion check at least.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
So
On the soldier, yeah.
Okay. 16.
Ooh, okay.
Well done.
Yeah, he's
How
like
good is your persuasion?
he doesn't trust you, but he's willing to give you like the
Yeah.
benefit. He's willing to like rather de-escalate the situation. He can tell that he's like outgunned because you got a monkey.
I position myself on the back of the gorilla's neck in a sort of more authoritative seat and just slowly rub behind his ear. And I start, and I use talk to animals to communicate with
Okay.
him. And I just say, Iggy, let go of the boat gently. They are not trying to hurt us. Let go gently.
You can talk back to her now.
Yeah.
Not to anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say to you,
No! We need to get to the island!
We will get to the island, but we can't take you as a big ape like this, and we can't destroy the boat.
Iggy, swim!
No, you can't swim, and I can always help you with breathing in water. So just let go of the
Iggy,
boat.
breathe air!
Let
Sounds
go
getting
of the
real low,
boat, and then
okay.
I give him like when you scratch a cat.
scritches.
And give him a little scratches, just to calm him down.
All right. So the rest of you see this going on. Like the monkey going and Jack going or however she does ape talk. Anyhow, Makanda, what do you want to do?
Cool. I would like to, the guys in front of me that I'm whole personing, do they have weapons?
Yeah.
I'd like to take their weapons out of their hands while I'm whole personing them and throw them
You can't.
overboard.
You're on the back of a monkey.
no,
No,
he's
he's
down
not.
the monkey.
He's not.
Oh yeah, you are. Okay.
I'm the only one on the monkey.
So you just kind of like surreptitiously just pull out their swords and like.
Throw them overboard. Then I'm going to tie their shoelaces together.
The other officers are like, what's he doing? What is he doing?
Just making sure they don't freak out when they are unheld person.
No, you're surrendering, so you don't do anything.
Okay. Boop, boop.
Release our friends.
Look at the lights.
Okay, I'm gonna let you like throw their swords off into the ocean. Thrasdog?
in manacles. So I say, just for the record, we haven't surrendered to that idiot on the shore. We surrendered to you. So we are the prisoners of the ship, not the prisoners of that squad over there.
Oh, Sergeant Fife? Yeah, he's a real, wow,
Yeah.
that guy.
Anyway, so we're not Sergeant Fife's prisoners, we're
bought his
your
commission.
prisoners. Oh,
Oh,
it's a
no,
sergeant, anyway.
Anyway, you're our prisoner. Let's not,
Yeah.
no chit chat. All right.
Can I see you, Captain?
Yeah,
Cool.
cool. He takes but just you. The rest of you stay down here. Watch these guys. Watch them. And the very nervous soldiers are like, okay.
Would I be able to? Do we still have the skull?
No, what's his name?
Sergeant Fife took it.
Five took it.
We don't have any evidence.
And the
of it.
jewel,
We've got the
exactly.
map.
We've got the
No,
map.
you've still got all the evidence you've got in your pack and such. Did he take the jewel?
He
He
did.
grabbed the
Yes.
skull and jewel.
Yeah. What a
It's
douche.
fine.
Anyway, so the nervous soldiers are kind of keeping all of you under guard, and the one takes you, Thrastok, up to the top. Opens the door into the bridge. There's a steely faced authoritarian-looking fellow. You see the knots of rank on his shoulder. Big mutton chops.
Oh, you think you can take my ship?
We haven't taken your ship, we surrendered to you.
Oh, all right.
We were trying to surrender to an idiot on shore, but he wanted to throw us in a brig, and we figured it would take a lot longer and a lot more
Fife.
paperwork than yes.
To be honest, we were hoping that you would be the first to die, but we don't. we don't kind of resign ourselves, a frontal assault onto Lord Argoth's hold. We all kind of resigned ourselves to death.
Happily, Argoth is dead, so that won't be a problem. This can easily be verified. Sergeant Fife has some stuff in him, which he took off of us, but in any event, a brief search of the island will
And
demonstrate.
who are you?
My name is Thrastok. I'm a paladin of Aster. I, in fact, killed Argoth. That is not really the main point here. The main point, and we understand you want to verify this rapidly, is that your home island is in grave danger. Do you not find it convenient that your forces were sent in front to attack the island?
Well, apparently Legacy Falconer had been working in tandem with Lord Argoth.
We have Legacy Falconer, don't worry. He can certainly be tried, but he wasn't involved with Lord Argoth. In fact, he helped me kill him.
Yeah.
The important
Gorilla
point
plan
here
looking
is
good now.
that your home island is in danger. Your ally, Hyde, is not here because
Hyde? Yes,
he is
the
about to
regent.
take your island.
What? That's
Consider, all of your troops are here now. Who's protecting the homeland? Where are his troops? Where are the follow-on ships? Where is the second part of the invasion? They're not here, and they're not coming because they're going to go and take your island.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
See, guys? Talking.
Meanwhile, what's happening with the Iggy?
Just scratching
calming down?
him.
Yeah,
Calming
Iggy
down.
calms down.
18?
He sees Thrastok and Manacles being sent into the brig, and he lets go of the boat, kind of
Gently.
gently,
Don't want it to catapult.
puts his, and then just kind of looks at Jack and just smashes a mangonel for funsies. Just
Up in the bridge, everything kind of rocks. He's like, well,
You understand I have to verify all of this.
Of course. I merely
Conversation
asked that you verify it at a speed concomitant with the urgency of the situation.
All right.
Presumably there's some mages in your fleet. Maybe they can send some messages back and check. Do you have any way of verifying the location of Hyde? That's another thing you might want to try. But anyway, I won't tell you how to run your command. I'm just giving you information.
he goes over to the comms deck, and the person begins tapping out code. I won't get into it, but there's a little person who's got a light cantrip who basically just lights it up, and then they flash that with a series of mirrors over to the other command vessels on a tight line. Yeah.
I like this military. It's the cockles of my dwarven heart.
Yes, yeah. Great fighters, dwarves.
Well,
Stout
we'll
of
do our
heart,
best.
stout of arm, stout of beard. Yes, and great ale.
I happen to be an amateur brewer myself.
Oh,
Mostly I...
really?
Yes.
Nice.
Worked occasionally
nice
with
vibes, yeah.
Urgency. Oh, I just know the situation.
I am.
All right.
actually,
He
I'm
after like a little like kind of like tense bit of like small talk in the cockpit. Are you still an ape?
I'm still an ape.
Okay, I'm gonna. Can I keep talking to him?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to this shore.
The ship's kind of like backed off a little bit, and they kind of like
Oh, okay. So can we?
backed off from you a little bit, like a little bit of space. After a
Because not everyone's on the boat. Glenn is not on the boat.
Glenn is on the boat.
I'm on the boat. You're not on the boat, and he's
Legacy
not
on the boat.
Are we the only two that aren't on the boat?
Yes.
Yeah.
So can I say to you, just make yourself smaller. Let's climb up onto the boat. Make yourself smaller. We'll climb onto the boat.
Ape Iggy kind of like crouches down. And then tries to climb onto the boat.
No. Wait. Stop. Okay.
All the soldiers freaking out.
How do I become Iggy again?
Hi, Iggy.
No more ape.
You're not ape.
And you no more ape.
I am ape.
No more ape.
Meanwhile, up in the deck, like making small talk about hops, barley, and the various like brewing times. They finally the comms officer says, "Sir, we've got a response." Goes over, whispers to the captain's ears.
We'll put subtitles.
We won't.
All right. I'll take you to Admiral.
right.
Admiral Pierce.
Okay.
There's
I'm
legacy
not
Admiral
going to take the
Pierce.
monkey, though.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to do that, to be honest.
How can I persuade Iggy to stop being an ape?
The ship starts like going off.
Iggy,
Iggy's just like sitting in the water.
we're going to get left behind. You have to become Iggy again.
Iggy, swim.
Eventually, the ground gives up and you just start swimming. Jack, you're just like,
Okay, I guess I'm just going to sit. I'll just say, okay, follow the ship. Follow the ship.
Yeah, Ape Iggy just swimming.
okay,
And I'll just ride him on.
roll athletics
Roll athletic.
to like stay to just keep treading water while on board.
27.
27.
Yeah.
You just tread water. Meanwhile, on board, the rest of you are gathered and like brought up to the ship. Roll a d6. Odds you know. Odds you don't know. Evens you know. Admiral Pierce.
Evens. Yes. Woo! Yeah, baby.
All right. How do you know him?
Yeah, how do you know?
So Admiral Pierce back in the day was one of the lower level lieutenants who was in the same training academy that I went into. He doesn't like me very much because he always thought I got special attention because I was obviously...
I love the way you make
Why?
things harder for yourself.
Why?
It's amazing.
Why couldn't you be
I
like,
gave
we
you
had
like
good
this
vibes?
golden opportunity.
We
to
were
be like,
best
yes,
friends.
this is my best friend back in the academy. But no.
He
Legacy is
didn't
like,
me
no
very
one really
much.
liked me.
But Legacy, wasn't he also your girlfriend's husband?
Yeah. No, she wasn't my girlfriend.
All right.
No, can I finish what I was saying first?
Yeah, carry on.
Everyone interrupted me.
Yeah.
He didn't like me because I got special attention. He liked Hyde even less because Hyde got all the positions ultimately that he thought that he deserved more.
Ah, nice. Real smooth. Shouldn't let people make up their own history. But pretty good.
Yeah. On the fly, baby.
Snap. All right. So you're on the deck of this one of the larger flagships. The crack troops are surrounding you, but Admiral Pierce, you can see he's probably about the same age as Legacy, but he's someone who's definitely got like a much harder face. It doesn't look like he's got like a sense of humor at all. You know? Shaved head, pointy ears, definitely some elf ancestry in there. All right, you have 30 seconds to explain to me why I should not execute all of you on the spot.
Because the information we have is extremely important to the well-being of your homeland. You can always execute us later, but executing us in haste will mean a lot of information that you really need won't get to the places it
And
needs
30
to.
seconds.
Where's the information?
We have a
Some of
map
it is on it.
of an planned invasion of your homeland by Hyde.
Hello, yes.
Legacy.
I've
What happened
got-
to your eye?
It's a long story. What's more important, though, is that, like my colleague is saying, we have information that shows that Hyde is making an attack right now on Beheron. And think about it. Who's more likely to be devious in this way? Me or Hyde? You know what he was like. Think about it. Who's more likely to have done something as awful as killing my father to try and get power? Why would I suddenly want to get power when I've been... It's the one thing I didn't want.
Lift up your eye patch. And there's the scar running down like the ruined socket.
Yeah.
You're like, that's quite an old injury.
Yeah.
The reports of the assassin of who murdered General Falconer said that he looked like we all remembered Legacy, a soft, pampered boy.
I'm not.
But if you truly are Legacy, it cannot have been you who assassinated him. So either you're lying about who you are, or we've all been duped.
Legacy wouldn't have the ring of... Well, Legacy would have the ring of General Faulkner. He's the only person that would have this ring, because I am him.
He turns and nods forward, and someone, one of the Salvite Inquisitioners comes forward, and he takes his hand for the ring, puts it down, and you can see he casts Identify on it. And then like turns, nods to Admiral Pierce. Well then. Come to the bridge, we have much to discuss.
Iggy reaches the boat.
No.
Everyone immediately like swords out.
Oh no, he's with us. He's with us. He's with
Just
us.
calm down. I've got it. I've got him under control.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, give him another scratch on the other ear. It's okay. Don't worry.
Pax, do you have any like magic to put him to sleep or something?
Don't put him to sleep because how are we gonna get? Okay, sorry.
When do you go back to being
An hour.
An hour.
Oh, no.
What if I dispel magic?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast dispel magic on Iggy.
What level is your spell?
4th level,
What level is spell magic? Third.
3rd level.
You can upcast it to level 4 and it would immediately dispel.
Yes, okay, I'm gonna do that.
Boom! Suddenly, like Iggy, you're in the water.
With Jack.
Jack is fine. She's a natural swimmer. Iggy is like, oh.
And I like kind of scoop him up, and I just say, just throw us a like a rope thing.
Step rope ladder.
No,
A line.
a line. Throw us a line. Save us.
They pull you all up. They give you towels and they usher the rest of you like into kind of like the war room. It's kind of like a nice boardroom behind like the bridge. You know, like where the captain can make their plans. There's maps everywhere.
Iggy.
And like, we've got a lot to talk about apparently. Now, I suggest that you explain in excruciating detail everything that has happened and try to convince me that we are truly in danger and that I need to trust you.
And
that's where we're going to end our session. Yeah, sorry.
Things that you don't need to see. Yes. Reminding him of the last 30 episodes.
Listen, it's not a cliffhanger, but I think it's a good place to end. Yeah. Okay. So please, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all that kind of jam. And a big thank you to Special Effects Media SA for supporting us doing stuff. Thank you especially to, thank you also for Free Lives, who let us shoot in their cool offices. Rad. And thank you to our patrons, Patrons. Yeah, Malcolm,
Specifically Malcolm.
Hung, Andrew, and Clive of Cressel's crew.
Thank you.
Have good adventures.
Thank
Yeah,
you guys.
That's it.
Thank you guys. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you. And yeah, we got cool mugs now. We're pretty
Oh,
rad.
mugs!
Yeah.
Look at our mugs.
There are also
You
mugs
can
on, like,
have
the
one
Patreon.
too
You can have them
if
for
you
mugs.
join us on Patreon.
Patreon. Okay. That's a big
Everything.
thing.
It's
Anyway,
better.
and cut.